Welcome to the world's most dangerous island, North Sentinel Island, where the inhabitants have a certain predilection for human flesh. Imagine an island untouched by modern civilization, home to the Sentinelese Tribe, a people who've kept the world at arm's length for thousands of years. Their fierce protection of their land makes it a perilous place for outsiders. Today we dare to delve into their way of life and the hazards of setting foot on this forbidden land. So buckle up as we take you on a journey to North Sentinel Island. To understand the danger of this island, we need to dive into its dark past. North Sentinel Island, nestled in the Bay of Bengal, has been home to an isolated tribe known as the Sentinelese for thousands of years. Their isolation has preserved their way of life, but it has also created a barrier between them and the rest of the world. Throughout history, various attempts have been made to contact and integrate the Sentinelese tribe into the modern world. In the late 19th century, a British naval officer named Maurice Vidal-Portman led an expedition to the island. Unfortunately, this encounter resulted in the tribe contracting diseases against which they had no immunity. This incident, along with several others, has made the Sentinelese extremely wary of outsiders. Fast forward to the mid-20th century, when the Indian government made several attempts to establish contact with the Sentinelese. These attempts often ended in the team being chased away by arrows and spears. The tribe's resistance to contact was so fierce that in the late 1990s, the Indian government made a monumental decision. And so, the Indian government decided to abandon all attempts to contact the Sentinelese tribe. The island was declared off-limits to visitors, and a 3-mile exclusion zone was established around the island. This decision was made in the best interest of the tribe, to protect them from diseases and to respect their desire for isolation. The decision also served to protect outsiders. In 2006, 2 fishermen accidentally drifted into the island's waters and were killed by the Sentinelese. This incident was a stark reminder of the dangers that await those who dare to venture too close to the island. This history sets the stage for the island's present situation, a place where outsiders are not welcomed. The Sentinelese have made it clear that they wish to remain isolated, and any attempt to breach this isolation can have deadly consequences. Now let's delve into the mysterious world of the Sentinelese people. Nestled in the heart of the Indian Ocean, this tribe has perfected the art of survival. They've thrived in isolation for thousands of years on North Sentinel Island, developing a unique lifestyle that is both intriguing and fearsome. The Sentinelese live in harmony with nature, utilizing every resource the island provides. They are hunters and gatherers living off the land and the sea. Their survival skills are a testament to human adaptability and resilience. They build huts from the local vegetation, fashion tools from stones and bones, and fish in the surrounding waters with handmade spears. Their life is simple, yet incredibly efficient. Alongside their survival skills, the Sentinelese have developed a unique language. It's a language that has been shaped and refined in complete isolation, untouched by the influences of the outside world. This distinctive language, however, remains a mystery to linguists due to the tribe's hostility towards outsiders. And speaking of hostility, let's not forget the tribe's reputation for being fiercely protective of their island. The Sentinelese are known to react violently to any form of intrusion, making any form of contact or communication extremely dangerous. Their hostility is believed to be a defense mechanism, born out of a desire to protect their way of life from outside influences. Now let's address the elephant in the room. The Sentinelese have often been labeled as cannibals. While there's no concrete evidence to support this claim, the tribe's violent reaction to outsiders has fueled these rumors. It's important to note, though, that cannibalism is a highly controversial topic, and any claim should be approached with a healthy dose of skepticism. The Sentinelese are a fascinating example of a society untouched by modern civilization. Their way of life may seem brutal and primitive to us, but it's a system that has allowed them to survive and thrive for thousands of years. The Sentinelese are a living testament to human survival in its rawest form. So, what makes North Sentinel Island the most dangerous place on Earth? Well, first off, there's a very real risk of violence. The Sentinelese tribe is notoriously hostile to outsiders. They've been isolated for thousands of years and have made it very clear they want nothing to do with the modern world. They've been known to attack anyone who ventures too close to their island, often resulting in fatalities. Take the case of John Allen Chow, for instance. In 2018, this American adventurer ignored repeated warnings and made the ill-fated decision to visit the island. His aim was to introduce Christianity to the tribe, but instead, he was met with a volley of arrows and tragically lost his life. Then there are the legal consequences. You see, the Indian government, which has jurisdiction over the island, has made it illegal to approach within 3 miles of it. This law is in place to protect the tribe and their way of life, and also to protect would-be visitors. Anyone caught breaking this law faces severe penalties. But it's not just about the physical danger and the legal risks. There's also the potential for disease transmission. The Sentinelese have lived in isolation for so long that they have no immunity to common diseases. Even a simple cold could wipe out the entire tribe, so any contact with outsiders could have catastrophic consequences. On the flip side, visitors could also be exposed to diseases that are not common in the rest of the world. Remember, this is an island that has been cut off from the rest of the world for millennia. Who knows what unknown pathogens might be lurking there? These dangers make North Sentinel Island a place best admired from a safe distance. It's a fascinating part of our world, no doubt, but the risks involved in visiting are simply too great to ignore. So let's respect the Sentinelese's wishes and their right to live as they have for thousands of years, untouched and unspoiled by the modern world. So, what does the future hold for North Sentinel Island and its inhabitants? As we look ahead, the future of this isolated island and its inhabitants is as shrouded in mystery as the dense foliage that covers it. One major concern is the potential impact of climate change. Rising sea levels, changing weather patterns, and increased storm intensity could significantly alter the island's terrain and ecosystem. This in turn could threaten the survival of the Sentinelese tribe, who depend on the island's resources for their livelihood. Climate change is a silent invader, and the Sentinelese, living in a world without news or scientific reports, have no way of preparing for this looming threat. They have survived for thousands of years, but the question is, can they adapt to these rapid and dramatic environmental shifts? At the same time, there's an ongoing debate about the tribe's future. Should we, as a global society, intervene and integrate the Sentinelese into the modern world? Or should we respect their isolation, a choice they have vehemently defended for centuries? Integration could provide them with the tools to mitigate the effects of climate change, access to healthcare, and protection from potential external threats. But it's not that simple. The tribe's isolation has shielded them from common diseases to which they have no immunity. Contact with the outside world could bring about an unintentional genocide. On the other hand, leaving them in isolation respects their apparent desire to be left alone. However, this choice leaves them vulnerable to the relentless march of climate change and the potential extinction of their unique culture. It's a complex issue with no easy answers. It's a delicate balance between preserving a tribe's autonomy and ensuring their survival in a rapidly changing world. While the future of North Sentinel Island remains uncertain, one thing is clear. It remains a place of danger and mystery. So there you have it, a journey into the world's most dangerous island, North Sentinel Island, a land shrouded in mystery and peril, home to the last uncontacted tribe on Earth, the formidable Sentinelese. We delved into the island's history, tracing its roots back to the dawn of humanity, a place untouched by modern civilization, an echo of our ancient past. It's a page out of a history book, a living testament to a time long gone by. We explored the unique culture of the Sentinelese tribe, their ways of life, their resilience, and their fierce protection of their home. A tribe that has survived for thousands of years in isolation and in harmony with nature. We highlighted the inherent dangers of North Sentinel Island. It's not just the hostile tribe that poses a threat, but also the legal implications. Any attempt to contact or visit the island is strictly prohibited by law, a measure to protect the tribe and their vulnerable ecosystem. We also pondered upon the uncertain future of the island. With the ever-increasing curiosity of the outside world, the pressure on this secluded paradise is mounting. The challenge lies in balancing the tribe's right to isolation with our thirst for knowledge and exploration. Remember, some places are best left alone, and North Sentinel Island is one of those places. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.